All right, we're starting off with 1 tub of our no-bake cheesecake on the bottom of our 9x13. And we're just gonna spread that from edge to edge. We want a thin layer of that delicious no-bake cheesecake. This stuff is so tasty. It's honestly my favorite. I think it tastes better than homemade cheesecake. I know you guys are gonna call me out on that, but that's the truth. But you can make your own. If you can't find this, I only can find it at Walmart. All you need is some cream cheese, some powdered sugar, and a little bit of vanilla. But let's get this nice and evened. All right, that looks absolutely perfect. We gotta lick the spatula because it is too good.
I love that stuff.
All right, now we're coming in with our Nutter Butters. Oh, look how beautiful these are. And we are gonna line up our Nutter Butters right on top of our no-bake cheesecake. Now you can use whatever cookie you like. You can use an Oreo, you can use a graham cracker, you can use a vanilla wafer, but I love peanut butter and cheesecake, so that's why we're going for those flavors. So let's quickly line up our 9x13 with our Nutter Butters. All right, let's sneak those last 2 in there, and that looks perfect. Okay, we're gonna move that to the side and bring in a bowl and a whisk. And in our bowl, we're gonna start off with a box of our instant chocolate pudding right in there. It's that whole box. It's gonna be so good. What goes better with cheesecake and Nutter Butters? Chocolate. Now we're gonna make this a double chocolate treat. So I have some chocolate milk, and this is ice cold, and we're gonna add 2 cups of our chocolate milk right in there. You can use regular milk if you can't find chocolate milk, or if you don't want it to be too rich, but I personally love when it just bursts with chocolate. But we're not done yet. This isn't some standard chocolate pudding. We are also gonna add some melted peanut butter. This is optional, but in my house, it's not optional. And I'm just adding as much as I want. And I think that was about 1/4 a cup, 1/3 a cup. And now it's time to start whisking. Woo, adding that peanut butter just really changes the pudding up. It makes it thicker, makes it tastier, makes it everything you want. But this no-bake dessert is so perfect for any occasion. You can bring it to a party. You can bring it over to, you know, a family dinner. You can honestly make it for any occasion, and people will ask for you to make it every time. It is that good. So let's just make sure we get this nice and mixed together. All right, look how thick and beautiful that looks. That is ready to go on top of our Nutter Butters. All right, let's bring that back in, and let's grab a spatula, and we are gonna go ahead and empty this out right on there. Ho ho, cheesecake, Nutter Butters, chocolate peanut butter pudding. This is heaven on earth, and it's so easy. You don't have to turn on your oven. You can just buy all these pre-made ingredients, and people will love it. But also, if you are not a pre-made person, you can make all of these ingredients homemade. I have seen a few recipes for homemade Nutter Butters that, you know, I would love to try out. So if you have any, comment down below, but I'm just doing what I can. All right, let's go ahead and spread this. It could be kind of a thinner layer, but we gotta make sure to cover up all those cookies. Oh my goodness, that was the perfect amount of pudding. Beautiful. I have to try everything. Yep. All right, we're finishing this off with my secret weapon, some Cool Whip. I know you guys love to hate it, but I love to love it. So we're gonna just put that right on top and get a nice, beautiful layer of Cool Whip. I'm just using the 8 ounces because that should be the perfect amount to cover up this dessert. Oh yeah, all right. And obviously you can make homemade Cool Whip. Just like I said, you can make everything that we're doing here homemade. But I wanted this to be super easy and something even, you know, your kids can help you make. That is the beauty of all my recipes, is that anyone that with any level of cooking skills can recreate my desserts at the ease of their home, and people will love it. So let's get this nice and beautifully spread. All right, that looks perfect. Now, all right, we're gonna finish it off with some Reese's Pieces. It has the chocolate, it has the peanut butter, it has some color, and they are probably my favorite candy in the whole world. This one little movie theater box should be plenty to cover up. It's almost like a sprinkle, but I think that is beautiful. All right, we are gonna put these in the fridge so that those cookies can get soft for about 1 hour. All right, this has been in the fridge for 1 hour. It is time to dig in. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait to get into this. Oh, look at that. Oh, get that cheesecake, the pudding, the Nutter Butters. Oh, baby, that looks so good. All right, put it on our plate. Oh, this is gonna be a slice of heaven. Oh, these cookies are soft. The longer you let it sit in the fridge, the softer the cookies will get. It's my favorite part.
Is it good? Of course it's good.
That's insanely good. All right, so we have 1 can of spinach. Now we're gonna grab some Daisy sour cream, and we're gonna use this whole thing of sour cream. Just get that all out. Oh yeah, perfect. Okay. Now I'm gonna grab some softened cream cheese right in our bowl. A little bit of minced garlic. We are making a delicious and super easy appetizer. You just need a few ingredients, throw them in your bowl, and we're gonna mix this up, and we're gonna have the best appetizer you could ever think of. All right, and now I just got this bacon freshly cooked. It's still warm. This is 5 pieces of bacon, and we're just gonna chop that up right in there. Oh, it's burning my hands, it's so hot. All right, just chop up 5 pieces of bacon right in there. You can even just grab, pre-made bacon bits, but you guys told me you don't like them, so I switched to, cooking my own bacon, and I hope you guys are happy with the switch.
I'm happy with the switch, I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah, I mean, do you smell that bacon? It smells incredible.
That's great.
All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and grab some chives. And I already washed up these chives. Do the same thing as we did with the bacon, just cut them right in there. It makes my life so much easier. If you're not using kitchen scissors, I don't know what you're doing. They're making my time saved.
I'm pretty sure they're considered kitchen shears.
Oh yeah, whatever fancy names you wanna call it to get yourself to use scissors in the kitchen, go for it.
Nope, babe, they're called shears.
Okay, there we go. Flavors, we are gonna go mix this, and I only have 1 little thingy on here because it only needs the 1. And we are gonna blend all of that delicious flavors together. We are making a spinach dip, and it's gonna be so good, you guys. Okay, that looks well mixed. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my Dutch oven cast iron. I just one of those mini ones. And we are gonna get this whole mixture into it. And this is just a 1 quart cast iron. It's super tiny, so it fits our spinach dip nicely.
Look, it's perfect.
Yep, and just make sure to scrape all of that goodness in here. Obviously, if you don't have a Dutch oven, you can just use a regular pan, but this just makes a great presentation. Beautiful.
So cute.
Go ahead and spread that out. And then, of course, you know what's coming next. Can you guess?
Extra cheese, please.
I'm using the sharp white cheddar because that's just gonna elevate all of those flavors. And yes, we are using the whole bag because this is a dip, and I am not dipping in something that doesn't have cheese.
This is why I asked you to marry me.
Yeah. All right, this is gonna go in the oven. I have this set to 350, and it's gonna be in there for like 30 minutes. It's super quick.
What are we gonna use to dip it with?
All right, I'm so glad you asked. I have these French baguettes here, and we are gonna chop these babies up super quick, super easy. And we're gonna make little toasties. Now that these are nice and cut, we're gonna take them over to our pan and place them, because we want these to be toasted. And you can use whatever bread you like. I got the French bread because that's my favorite. It's just a little bit softer than, sourdough or anything like that. Perfect. And now I have this Herb de Provence extra virgin olive oil, and we are just gonna go high. Woo, yeah, got me crazy.
Whoa, you are crazy.
Yeah. All right, and this is gonna go in the oven with that spinach dip. Right on top to get nice and crispy. All right, our little toasties are ready.
Those look good.
So I'm gonna go ahead and just transfer them to my little green board quickly, and then we have to grab that spinach dip. I can smell it. It is ready for me to devour it.
Ooh, it's in the oven?
Yeah, it's in the oven. It's almost done. I'm letting that cheese get nice and brown. You think that's enough for the party?
Oh, enough for me and you. We can always make more, don't worry.
All right, let's go ahead and get that spinach dip out. I moved it to our little baby oven. Oh
my gosh.
That looks like heaven. Oh my, would you look at that? Okay, I'm gonna get an extra crispy, toasty.
Okay, and you're gonna dip in there.
Oh, that looks amazing.
Wow.
Oh, okay. Gotta blow on it because it is hot.
Oh, look how crunchy that is. Is it good? Mm-hmm. Wow.
Oh, so good, you guys. I'm gonna bring in my diced onion right in there, and my diced red bell pepper right in there. And that was a little bit of olive oil to begin with. Let's go ahead and cover this up on medium heat and let that steam. All right, it's been 12 minutes. Let's take off our lid. Ooh, those look absolutely incredible. We're gonna bring back our tongs, and we are going to peel the skins off of our tomatoes. They should come off super easy. Just like so. All right, it's time to season this up. I have some onion powder. I'm gonna season this heavily because that's a lot of tomato, a lot of bell pepper, and a lot of onion. And that onion looks like it's cooking up beautifully. Next, we're gonna come in with my favorite, some garlic powder. You can do fresh garlic if you prefer, but I would suggest adding it when you add the onion. Oh my goodness, this smells incredible. We have some cumin that we're gonna add to this. You wanna make sure it's extra seasoned. This may seem like a lot, but it really is not. I'm gonna add some freshly ground pepper. And this one I am gonna go heavy-handed because the pepper just really brings all of those other seasonings together. Last but certainly not least, some Himalayan salt. Oh, beautiful. All right, now we're just gonna come in and start breaking up those tomatoes. Now that they're fully softened, this is gonna be super quick and super easy. And we can kind of just mix in those seasonings, those onions, those bell peppers. This is coming together so beautifully. You can even kind of use a better tool than I'm using, but this is gonna be good. All right, look how beautiful those tomatoes just fell apart. They were perfectly steamed. If you see any other bigger chunks, you can kind of just chop it up with your spatula. It should be super easy. All right, the next thing we're gonna add to this is a bag of mozzarella. And of course I'm using Tillamook because that is the best mozzarella. And I'm using that whole bag because my family loves cheese. And we are just gonna mix that in until it gets nice and melted with those tomatoes, those onions, those bell peppers. Keep on crushing up those tomatoes. We want them to be smashed. Oh my goodness, look how beautiful that cheese is melting. So just keep mixing it until that cheese is perfectly melted in there. All right, now we're gonna come in and crack some eggs right into our little tomato recipe. 2, 3, 4, 5 eggs right in there. And now we put our lid back on and let that steam. All right, it's been 15 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and turn off our stovetop and let's check out those eggs. Ooh, they kind of disappeared in there, but they are ready. You can tell right there. So we're gonna finish this off with a little bit of feta cheese. This is optional. I just think it adds another layer of flavor into that, and you can just sprinkle that right on. You can add as much or as little as you like. Now to kind of brighten things up, I am going to add some fresh parsley, excuse my feta fingers, and we are gonna place that right on top, and look how gorgeous that is. That's exactly what we wanted. I think I added a little bit too much mozzarella, but that's not gonna hurt anybody. We're gonna bring in our toast, and it is time to dig in. Oh, that perfectly cooked egg.